You know that we're all having the same conversation, right? Dan Schneider.
I said no more uncomfortable conversations, but this is a conversation I feel real comfortable about, to be honest. Separating the art from the artist is really a thing that I've been thinking about, because he goes into detail about a lot of good things, a lot of bad things, good experiences, bad experiences. How do you separate the art from the artist? I grew up on Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, Cartoon Network, so I absolutely love them shows, and I used to want to be a child actor. Like, I still want to be an actor for the longest time, until I deep dived into Hollywood. Like, I had a fucking psychosis attack. And like when I was like 13, 14, because me and the girl started diving into that shit, and we Skype and freaked the fuck out because we're worried about the Illuminati and just like so much about it. And like when you're ahead of everybody and you try to warn people and tell people you're labeled crazy, you're labeled mad, you're labeled nutty, it's just like maybe they'll just never find out. Like, how long until the truth comes out? I've known since 2012, 2013, and it's now currently 2024. I've been used to be called weird and crazy, so I learned not to speak everything that I know, because first I gotta figure out, do we speak the same, or do we just speak English and you kind of get what I mean, but you're just like, yeah, this motherfucker, just stay away from them, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But it's said everywhere, the easiest way to tell the truth is to say it jokingly. There have been multiple celebrities that have said some very questionable things, but because they did. And my favorite one that is said by Norm Macdonald, deeply closeted gay person. Literally a joke on, like, he's done that joke multiple times in Larry King, and I think some other show. But you can find it on YouTube. Why I find it so hilarious is because he's admitting to being gay, but because he said deeply closeted gay person, he's not going to admit to it, but he's admitting to it by not admitting to it. But for the fact that he brought it up, what's he not admitting to? It's kind of like how comedians talk about certain things that they wish that they wanted to do, or certain things that they did, but they critique it in a certain way. It's like, it doesn't sound possible. Like kind of how like they do sketches and comedy, and kind of how comedy and poetry have a lot of flexibility to be able to use the freedom of speech, but some rappers and some poets can get in trouble for their lyrics, whereas others can say the exact same thing and get away with it. So it's like, aren't we just playing essentially favoritism? How do you separate the art from the artist? I still think you could say thank you and still be like, fuck off. Because I used to idolize every single person I feel like you guys used to idolize too. And there's a reason why all these lines exist. It's just the more you know, the sadder you become. There's a reason why the line is, don't meet your heroes. Because everybody's better in your head. You don't really know until you really know, and then when you know, it's like, oh, no. I've known for a long time. We the people have the power through our views. If we decide not to view them, they go down. It's literally as simple as that. Stop watching. Stop using. Stop doing, partaking. It's attention. Why are shows canceled? They will say they didn't get enough reviews. And because they're not getting enough reviews, that person's not getting enough revenue. If certain artists don't get certain amount of views, certain directors, certain actors and actresses, that's literally how you kill anything in life. Stop giving it love, stop giving it affection, stop giving it attention, stop giving it money, stop giving it traction. Talk about it, but don't really focus on it. This is an uncomfortable conversation, realizing that most of the celebrities that we all love and adore are pedophiles. They're monsters, they're rapists, and they do it because it's lucrative to make money in shady ways. There is a million ways to make money illegally fast, but maybe 100 ways to make money fast legally, and that's annoying to me. Why is it so much more profitable to be a criminal than as a hero? You pay attention to any fucking DC, Marvel, any of those freaking even in anime, villains always live lavishly. Why is that? Because there's a lucrative business in not snitching. But at the same time, so many people get hurt because you didn't say a damn thing. You didn't do a damn thing. You may have vocalized, but so many people make so much money off of it, so it's just like, stop, it's not really that bad. Like, I went through it too, and you know what? I turned out fine. You turned into a carbon copy. You disconnected, you disassociate, something's wrong with you mentally, but you can't admit to it because, well, now you have everything that you ever wanted. There's a line that says, be careful what you wish for, as well as a line of, what are you willing to give, as well as watch what you say. And I've come to learn to be more aware of, when I mean anything, I don't mean anything. When I mean everything, I don't mean everything, because it doesn't encompass everything as well as all. Those are just all encompassing, and that's not like that. There are a lot of things I'm willing to do, a lot of things I'm not willing to do, and hurting people without a good reason to is one of the things I'm not willing to do. I don't give a fuck if you order me to. Fuck it. You can throw me in jail, you can lock me up, you can say it's treason, you can say whatever the fuck you want to. But I know true to myself that I'm always out here trying to help people. And that's gonna hurt me because some people aren't even out here to help themselves. They're just out here to do whatever somebody tells them to. Without fact checking, without truly knowing, without wanting to indulge in intelligence, just I will do whatever you say. It's too hard for me to think, so I'm glad I have you. You think best for me, and they think best for themselves, and that's not always the case. Some people just do with no regards or accountability towards themselves or anybody, so it's just like, I didn't know. Because of so many different reasons, because of their money, because they're pretty, because of their last name, because of what power that we have given them allows them to do it. If you want to stop things, it's all you gotta do is stand up. Turn things off, switch channels, stop listening. Attention gives traction. How can you separate the art from the artist? Through discipline, through education. I literally stopped listening to Eminem and associating after I learned about the Epstein list. Like, I've literally changed my genre of music because even just one listen. And even the artists I listen to today, I've done some research. I'm questioning even certain ones that are getting into the business. Once they hit mainstream, I'm still like, And even the ones that aren't mainstream, like the independent artists that have linked with mainstream artists, I'm still like, there's a connection. So should I stop listening to them or what? How do I separate the art from the artist? What damage have they done? The truth is coming out, and some people are starting to feel really uncomfortable. This is the era where all the things that were done in the dark is coming to the light. So now we gotta truly make the decisions. Like I keep seeing on Facebook, this is an open book test, and some of y'all just failing. You're telling me with this much at our hands, we can literally find the truth. We can find bullshit. We can find a bullet. We can find whatever the hell we're looking for, but we're still undecided on how we should feel about it. I don't know. You tell me. If this was you, if this was done to you or done to somebody close to you, because that's how I always try to view things. I know personally, I would never sell my kids, and I don't even have a single kid. I would never sell any kid that I know personally, which is why I'm so nice to them, why I'm so patient with them, because I remember growing up and not feeling like there wasn't many safe adults around me. But I gotta listen because they're older than me, because they're smarter than me, because they have more experience than me, because of their connections. I don't fucking respect your elders. Some people aged and some people matured. Most people don't know the difference though. I'm an adult that can play with anybody. Kids, the elderly, even people my age group. Like, yes, I know how to switch. You need to be able to shift in your energies. Most people stay consistent, and that's the problem. You have to be flexible. To separate the art from the artist is the hardest thing to do, especially when it's hard to figure out what's the truth, what is not the truth, what somebody's paying, because it's so easy to lie too. But are they saying that because it's funny? Are they saying that because they're secretly trying to tell you something? Are they saying that because why? There are certain things I won't even say, even in the joking form, just because why would you even say that? I'm mad at myself for having some of the most dark and demented thoughts, but it's just like, as long as I don't say it on recording, it's fine. Even though I feel as if the government ever wanted to leak any of my self-talks. How haven't I pissed off down this high? I don't know. Stop respecting people that you don't know personally. And I don't know any of these celebrities, but from most of these celebrities I can tell I shouldn't idolize anyone that I don't know. I guess in reality the only way to separate the artist from the artist, say thank you for the good things that you've done, but still fuck you because I can't respect you after learning the things that it's like before and after you knew the adult was a safe adult and a bad adult. You may have loved them, you may have cherished them, that's because you didn't know what you know now. Now that you know, now you can treat them the way that they're supposed to be treated. Treat them. Some are accidents, some are mistakes. Who's showing remorse and who's still on that course? That's the real question, though. Some people stumble because I do believe people can change, but I don't think all these celebrities are redeemable. That's for sure. I don't think all the rich. Some people are good, but most of them are just pure evil. But you guys can continue to play blind. I can't. It fucking bothers me.